And Richardson will throw to start out here. And incomplete to open things up. We can look at this Bronco defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Mike 5, Mike 5. Check Mike, check Mike.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Richardson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
I got you, punk.
Here's Richardson to throw. Finding room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Mike 55, right there in the middle, 55. Rip right.
Running left, Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here I come, here I come. Mike 5, Mike 5.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Barkley is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Richardson going to change the play here. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Broncos nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's the rookie out of Florida. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
To throw is Wilson. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. I'm here all day.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The Broncos at 1-10 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club is more than capable of turning things around, and I expect him to play really well here.
On second down, it's Fletcher. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
What we got? What we got? Fofo's and Mike. Mike's Fofo. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up.
Wilson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Watch the out. Watch the out. 44's the Mike.
Now Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Here's Wilson to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Wilson will throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Riley Moss takes him down defensively.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
I got one. Mike 5'5", Mike 55, Mike 5'5".
Warrior 70.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Come on.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
19 Lions.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry, and that can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Let's go now.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Broncos nothing. Matt Gay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First and 10 at the 43.
Now Wilson on first down. Airs this out for Matthews. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
44. Come on. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Throwing is Wilson. Open target here is Matthews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Watch the run. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called.
On the set.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
They're not ready for this, man.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Man, and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, here's Richardson. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Richardson shotgun on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to run with Taylor. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
Here's Taylor again, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year, and the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
53 is the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Wilson on second down. Going deep here for Matthews. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now 3rd down and 7. Richardson going to move him around.
And it's 3rd down.
Richardson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
44 is the mic. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 44 is the mic.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there, with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big touchdown so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Hey. Check 55's the mic. Check 55's the mic. Hey, watch the snap.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now this taken in by Downs. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
5's the mic. 5's the mic. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Breaking 18. Motion, 49.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You need to give them. All the way here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Pick up the ball. Mike, 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now Wilson. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mike, 44. Switch up, switch up. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
On first down, Wilson. Airs this out for Matthews. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. A try here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run once more with Taylor. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Right here.
Running left, Taylor. Taken down at the 47-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 5.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Taylor. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready, go.
They go to the ground again with Taylor, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here we go. This is 4th down. Richardson to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now 1st and goal.
55 to Mike. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Another try for Barkley. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Three buzz. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Oh, you got deep?
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Hey, they're scared. He's coming.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
Give me that ball, defense.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike.
Now Wilson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Colts, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.